Hi everybody, this is Susie. Hope you guys are having a good day. Yesterday I showed you guys how to make this alternative card using the October 2018 paper pumpkin kit. And I came up with 2 more cards that I made alternatively with this kit as well, and I wanted to show you guys that tutorial today. My video did kind of disappear at the very first of it, so it's going to kind of jump right into the beginning of the video, but just I missed the very beginning anyways. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you at the end. Okay, so I removed all of the leaves that came in the vellum sheet that you got in the August paper pumpkin kit, and I took this basting spray and I sprayed the back of it, and what I did was I just set it on the top of my trash, that is, well, as you know, all paper in your craft room anyways. So I set it on the top of there and I sprayed it so I didn't get sticky stuff all over everything. Or you could go outside and spray it too. You just want to do a real light spray over it, and then you want to let it air dry for a little bit. I let mine air dry for about, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. Okay, make sure that's lined up. Okay, and then you're gonna take your piece here, and you're gonna lay it on top, and I just try to line it up with the grid marks too, so I make sure it's straight. Okay, and you want to do it so that the leaves go off the edges on all sides, and I have one little boo-boo up here, so I'm going to scoop mine down just a little bit. Alright, that looks pretty good. Make sure that nope, my card moved on me. Okay, so I'm just going to scoop my card down till it's straight again. Okay, that looks pretty good. Alright, so now you're just going to give this a good press everywhere. Make sure that everything's stuck down good. The nice thing about doing it this way is you don't have to tape anything down. It's so much quicker and easier, and it removes perfectly. You just want to make sure you don't overspray it. You don't want to end up gluing it to your paper. That would not be good. Okay, alright, so I got that all lined up, and the color that I'm starting with is the Lemon West. Okay, and I've got a couple of finger daubers. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna get this good and inky. Alright, and I'm just gonna go in, and you don't have to stress about getting everything perfect, and basically you just want to get in there and lay your color down. these colors literally match the color on these cards absolutely perfectly. Let me grab. So now we're going to use the 4-step, or actually I'm going to do 3-step of the flower stamps that came in the kit. And here, let me show you on here. Oh, back it up a little bit. So we're going to use the main flower piece, this little center heart piece. And well, it kind of looks like a heart, that's why I call it that. And then that little tiny, there we go, the little tiny little flourish thingy right there. Okay. So the ink colors that I have out are Flirty Flamingo, Pineapple Punch, Blackberry Bliss, Melon Mambo, and black ink of your choice. Alright, so we're going to do these in 2 different color combinations. Okie dokie. Alright, so I'm doing 2 different color combinations. So the first one I'm going to do is Flirty Flamingo, and I'm going to do it in, so I'm going to stamp once there, and what I have here is just a scrap piece of one of the envelopes, and then I'm going to do another ink stamp here, and I kind of got that one a little off the page, I think, but not sure yet. Yeah, a little bit I did. Got the little heart looking stamp, and I'm gonna stamp that in Pineapple Punch. So I'm gonna ink up really good, and then I'm gonna stamp once off, and then right in the center, and I'm gonna do that for all of these. Flourishy thing in the center. It's got a point at the bottom of it, and I just put that point right in the center of the flower. And once this goes on, it's like these little flowers really take life. Super, super pretty. Don't mind my boo-boo down here. Alright, so I'm going to set that one off to the side, and I'm going to grab another piece of scrap. And what these are, it's the envelope. And it's awesome because it gives me that neat pattern on the back of the flowers too when I do this. So I'm going to avoid the silver area so that I can use that if I decide I needed more of that silver. Okay, just cleaning up things. Alright, now I'm going to do the Blackberry Bliss. And I'm going to do the same thing. Okay, ink up. And I'm going to stamp once. And then I'm going to stamp again. And same thing, I'm going to do the yellow Pineapple Punch, and I'm going to stamp off once. Oops, I keep turning that stamp around. And then I'm going to line that up in the center and stamp that. And I think these ones are so pretty, you guys. Oops. So if I go to stamp off and I don't get a flat image like I got just the point there, I ink it up and do it again, because I want to make sure that when it stamps on my flower that it's even. Okay, and now I'm going to do the Melamombo, and I'm going to ink that up good, and then I'm going to stamp it once, and then stamp it again. Okay, and I'm going to keep doing that until I fill up my little sheet here. Okay, so now I've got the card front that comes in the kit, but I'm using it for a panel on the inside of the card. And I'm going to emboss in silver embossing powder the sentiment, the stamp that came in the kit, the thank you stamp, or thinking of you, sorry. And so that's what I'm doing right here. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I cut apart one of the envelopes that came in the card kit so that I could use the pattern paper on the inside, and I cut that to a panel size that goes on the inside of the card, and I am stamping it with First Mark ink and embossing in silver embossing powder. I cut a piece of Whisper White and a piece of the envelope so I could use the inside pattern there, and I stamped and embossed those with silver embossing powder. And then I cut a piece of Mango Melody and a piece of Blackberry Bliss, and as you see, I'm using the corner trio punch to punch the top layer around all four corners, and then use the flower cut on all four corners, and then I just rounded the four corners on the bottom layer. So I thought I would go back and show you guys real quick exactly how I did the corners and the little flower pieces on the sentiment pieces. Okay, so here I'm going to show you guys what I did to fix that little problem. I ended up cutting it just a tiny bit too short. So I used my same color of alcohol marker and just put a little bit of colored it just a little bit down there to fix it. to thank you guys for watching, and I hope you like all 3 of these cards. The one I did yesterday is in the middle, and the 2 today are on either side. And I hope you guys have an awesome crafty day, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.